stars. I'm so excited to be with you today via video. We are going to be reviewing two problems that you are going to find from your packet that was hopefully mailed to you or picked up. And that is your Lesson 17 math packet, and it is about adding and subtracting mixed numbers. And you'll notice that right here, if you see my screen, that it says that we are going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers, but a prerequisite skill, which means a skill you must know in order to be successful in the lesson, is to add and subtract fractions. The beautiful thing about this, you guys, is that you know how to add and subtract mixed numbers already, and you know how to add and subtract fractions. We've already learned those skills, so this is going to be a nice review. Hopefully, you've gone ahead and done the example, or maybe you've worked through the entire packet, and that's great. If not, I would love for you to pause this video and go and grab your packet and a piece of paper and a pencil to work with. I think it is going to be important that we have plenty of space to work out our problem, because as always, we want to be showing our work and being the best mathematicians that we can be. So I would like to go through with you problem number 3, which is on page 186 of your packet. So 186, problem 3. Right away, I notice this is a word problem, so that means I'm going to need to think about, okay, what is this problem asking me? What do I know about this problem? And I'd probably want to be doing cubes too, if I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and be writing and doing cubes along with you as we read this together. So let's go ahead and read this. It says George used 4/6 of a box of raisins to make granola. His sister used 1/6 of the box. Okay, so then his sister used 1/6 of the box of raisins for her cereal. How much more of the box of raisins did George use than his sister? So I'm going to underline my question. Oh, it straightened it out for me. And then let's think about that keyword. I'm thinking, that kind of keyword or key phrase here is how much more. Let's see if it'll let me do some boxing here. All right. So I'm just going to box this kind of key phrase we see here, which is how much more. Not perfect, but it'll work. So how much more of the box of raisins did George use than his sister? So first of all, I need to think in my mind. Normally we think when we're working with word problem, a shepherd will always say, what do we know and what do we not know? So I want you to think, what do we know and what do we not know? So pause the video and maybe think about that for a second. And then I'd like you to think about, what is the question asking us to do? What operation is it asking us to do? And so pause the video, think about it, and hopefully you said subtraction. This is going to be a subtraction problem for us. So we are going to be subtracting the fraction 4/6 from the fraction 1/6. So if I were to show my work and do this, I would redo it. 4/6 minus 1/6 equals, well, so now let's remember something. When I subtract fractions, I'm going to ask you a question and hopefully you'll answer back from wherever you're at. Do I subtract the denominators or do my denominators stay the same? I want you to think about that. Just recall what the rules are for that. And hopefully you said they stay the same. So now what I need to figure out is, what is 4 minus 1? 4 minus 1 is 3. So I know that George used 3/6 more of the box of raisins. So I would place that answer right there. For some of you, I know you really like to be visual when solving problems. So one way you could have done and solved this is drawn a tape diagram and partitioned it. These partitions aren't going to be perfect, forgive me. Into 6, and you could have represented George's and his sisters and done the subtraction that way. There is no wrong way to model this if you get to the answer of 3/6. So hopefully that was a little bit helpful for you guys in seeing how we would solve this word problem. The next one I want us to go down to is actually going to be this problem 1 from our adding mixed numbers, and that is going to be on page 187. And so we are going to follow the steps that were used in the example, which, and it kind of breaks it down for us. It says that step A is to add the whole numbers, step B is to add the fractions, and C is to add those sums. I also want to just say that if for some reason you don't have this packet in front of you, please feel free to pause this video and grab a piece of scratch paper or lined paper and write it out with us, because I would love for you to join in. So let's read this problem together. Marissa used 3 1/3 cups of oats to make oatmeal. Okay, so I see a number. I'm going to circle it using my cubes. To make oatmeal, and 2 1/3 cups of oats to make snack bars. How many cups of oats did Marissa use in all? Okay. So I'm underlining my question. Pause for a second and think about the key word. What key word do I see here? Maybe you're saying it's the keyword phrase in all, which I would agree. It's kind of our keyword phrase here is in all. So I know, let's think about what I know and what I don't know. What can I figure out from this problem? Well, I do know that Marissa used 3 1/3 cups of oats to make oatmeal, and then she used an additional 2 1/3 cups of oats to make snack bars. So hopefully you said that we're going to be adding these two mixed numbers together. So the first step that this packet would like us to do is to add the whole numbers. So our two whole numbers here are 3 and 2. 3 and 2. And I know that 3 plus 2 is, hopefully you can say it out loud, 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's my first step. And then it would like us to add the fractions. And I see that my fractions here are 1/3 plus 1/3. So they like denominators. So 1, come on. 1/3 plus 1, goodness, 1/3 plus 1/3. I will get there. Just give me 1 second. A little messed up, but 1/3 plus 1/3. So I know that 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. So now it says that we're going to add both of those sums together. So now I need to add 5 plus 2/3. So I'm going to add that 5 right there and that 2/3 right there, which is going to give me the sum of 5 and 2/3. So your answer here, even though mine looks a little sloppy, is going to be 5 2/3. So that is how you would go about solving and adding a mixed number. I wanted to just pop right here real quick and look at this vocabulary and remind you that a mixed number is a number with a whole number part and a fractional part. So 2 1/4 and 1 3/4 are mixed numbers. So if you're also working through this packet, I would like for you to really challenge yourself with number 6. Number 6 is considered a challenge problem. And so if you are looking to really challenge yourself, I would encourage you to look at number 6 of the packet, and then also I would encourage you to look at number 7. So I cannot wait to hear how this week's lesson went for you, and hopefully this was just a quick little refresher and reminder on how to go about solving some problems with fractions.